Welcome back to JF Coins. Today, we're talking about one of the most mysterious, lucrative, and legendary coins ever to come out of the United States Mint, the 1983 D-double die Lincoln cent. A coin that has rocked the numismatic world and sent shockwaves through the collecting community. This isn't just a regular penny. This is a coin that could be worth more than a brand new luxury car, even more than some houses. You heard that right? This single copper-plated zinc penny could be worth a staggering $597,708 or more on the open market. So sit back, grab your coin jar, and make sure you check every single 1983 D penny you've ever seen, because we're about to explore everything: the history, the mystery, the errors, the value, and how you can identify this life-changing coin for yourself. The year was 1983. Ronald Reagan was president of the United States, the internet hadn't been born yet, and Michael Jackson's Thriller was topping the charts. But in the world of coinage, something very interesting was happening behind the scenes. Just 1 year earlier, in 1982, the U.S. Mint made a monumental decision to change the composition of the Lincoln cent. From its longtime copper core, the penny was shifted to a cheaper, lighter, copper-plated zinc version due to rising metal costs. A small change? Not quite. This shift led to a wide range of minting errors and inconsistencies, some of which are now considered legendary among coin collectors. Fast forward to Denver, Colorado, home of the U.S. Mint's D mint mark. In 1983, a very small number of Lincoln cents struck at the Denver Mint came out with a unique and spectacular error, a double die. But this wasn't just any doubling. It was bold, clear, and visible even to the naked eye. A true rarity. A double die occurs when the die used to strike a coin, that is, the engraved piece of metal that imprints the design, has been accidentally impressed twice with a misalignment. This causes the resulting image on the coin to have a doubled appearance. It's not a scratch, it's not damage, and it's not wear. It's a genuine mint-made error, and these types of errors are extremely sought after by collectors because they are so rare and so striking. The 1983 D Lincoln cent double die shows dramatic doubling on the reverse side, most clearly seen in the inscriptions 1 cent, United States of America, and E pluribus unum. This isn't the kind of doubling you need a microscope for, it practically jumps out at you. Get ready for this. In the past few years, collectors and dealers have been on the hunt for this elusive error, and very few certified examples have surfaced. But when they do, the results are jaw-dropping. A verified, high-grade 1983 D double die reverse Lincoln cent sold for an unbelievable $597,708, nearly $600,000, making it one of the most valuable modern error coins in existence. Even examples in less than perfect condition can fetch thousands to tens of thousands of dollars. So if you find one in your change, you might want to sit down before checking its value. The coin collecting market in 2025 is booming. As the world grows increasingly digital, physical items, especially rare historical artifacts like coins, are becoming more desirable. The 1983 D double die cent is not just a collector's piece. It's a financial asset. Auction houses, coin dealers, and private investors are all chasing the same thing: authenticated examples of this coin in high grades. PCGS and NGC, the two leading coin grading services, have only a tiny number of these coins in their population reports. That scarcity drives up demand and drives up value. In fact, if the trend continues, experts predict that this coin's value could even exceed $600,000 in the near future, especially for mint state grades like MS66 or higher. For collectors, this is not just a coin. It's a dream. Check the date and mint mark. The coin must be dated 1983 with a small d underneath the year. That means it was minted in Denver. Flip the coin and examine the reverse using a magnifying glass. Look closely at the words United States of America and E pluribus unum. Also pay close attention to 1 cent. Look for clear, bold doubling. The letters should appear to have a shadow or a second outline. If it's strong and unmistakable, you could have found a true double die. Not clean the coin. If you think you have a valuable penny, the worst thing you can do is try to polish or clean it. That can ruin its value. Get it authenticated. Submit the coin to PCGS or NGC for grading and certification. That's the only way to get top dollar for it. Let's take a moment to appreciate the legacy of the Lincoln cent. Abraham Lincoln's portrait first appeared on the penny in 1909 to celebrate the 100th anniversary of his birth. Over a century later, his image still graces our smallest denomination, making the Lincoln cent one of the most enduring and collected coins in American history. Through wars, economic crashes, cultural revolutions, and technological breakthroughs, this humble coin has remained a constant, and in rare cases like the 1983 D double die, a potential treasure. So, are you ready to go digging through your change jars, your penny rolls, your coin collections? The 1983 D double die Lincoln cent is out there, rare, valuable, and possibly waiting for you to discover. In the world of coin collecting, it's not always about having the oldest coin or the shiniest one. Sometimes it's about spotting the rarest error. And when that error turns an everyday penny into a $597,708 windfall, well, that's the kind of story that legends are made of. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe for more amazing coin stories, and drop a comment if you've ever come across a 1983 D penny. Who knows, maybe one of you has the golden ticket sitting in a jar somewhere. And remember, the next time you get a penny back in change, take a second look. That little coin might just change your life. Would you like a shorter version of this for a YouTube Shorts video too? Or maybe an eye-catching title and description to go with it? Today, we're diving deep into why this unassuming little coin could change your life. Stay tuned, because by the end of this video, you'll know exactly what to look for, how to spot a real treasure, and why some pennies from 1994 are rocking the market with values as high as $597,415 and climbing. Let's rewind a little bit. The Lincoln cent, also known as the Lincoln penny, has been a staple of American coinage since 1909. It was introduced to honor the 100th anniversary of President Abraham Lincoln's birth, making it the first U.S. coin to feature a real historical figure. The design by Victor David Brenner was groundbreaking. That familiar side profile of Lincoln? It's the same one we still see today, though it's been updated over the decades. The Lincoln penny has witnessed war, peace, economic booms, depressions, and revolutions in technology. But even through all that, it remained a quiet little coin in everyone's pockets, until coins like the 1994 Ultra Lincoln cent came along and blew collectors' minds. So, what's the deal with the 1994 Ultra Lincoln penny? Why is this particular penny turning heads, fetching prices of hundreds of thousands of dollars and getting featured in coin shows and collector auctions all around the world? Rarity. Not every 1994 penny is valuable. The Ultra variety is extremely rare. We're talking about a coin with a very specific set of physical characteristics and often produced in incredibly limited quantities, either due to minting errors, test strikes, or other anomalies at the U.S. Mint. Striking quality, some of these coins were struck with such precision, such high detail, that they earned the Ultra or Ultra Cameo designation. That means deep, frosted images on shiny, mirror-like backgrounds. These are often reserved for proof coins, but sometimes, just sometimes, one escapes into the wild. Mint errors, collectors love errors. Center strikes, double dies, wrong planchets, clipped planchets, you name it. A known 1994 Lincoln cent error includes double dies, where the features, like Lincoln's eye or the word liberty, appear doubled. This kind of error can send values skyrocketing. Combine all that, and you've got a coin that might look normal at first glance, but under magnification and expert evaluation, it reveals itself to be a six-figure treasure. Let's talk numbers. Coins from 1994 that show Ultra Cameo features are in mint state condition and exhibit rare minting errors have been known to fetch prices anywhere from a few $100s to tens of thousands, and yes, even up to $597,415 depending on condition, certification, and collector demand. Recently, one such coin made headlines when it appeared at a private collector's auction and received multiple bids from global collectors, ultimately reaching a jaw-dropping sale price of nearly $600,000. Imagine, that's 59.7 million times its face value. Just 1 cent, now worth a literal fortune. The coin was graded by a professional grading service as MS-70 Ultra Cameo, meaning it was in flawless condition with striking features. Combine that with its rarity and provenance, and you've got one of the most valuable Lincoln pennies ever sold. So, how can you find one of these? Here's your step-by-step checklist to see if that penny in your drawer could be the golden ticket. Check the year, look for 1994. Simple enough. Examine the details, use a magnifying glass. Look at Lincoln's eye, his beard, the lettering. Do you see doubling? Surface finish, is the background shiny like a mirror? Do the raised parts look frosty? That's a good sign. Check for errors, is it off-center? Are there strange marks or cuts? Does anything look unusual? Get it graded. If you suspect you've got something rare, send it to PCGS or NGC, the two biggest coin grading companies. A certified grade can skyrocket your coin's value. Don't clean the coin. That can actually damage it and reduce the value. Let the pros handle it. Now, not every 1994 penny is going to be worth a fortune. But the possibility is what makes collecting so exciting. You never know what treasure is hiding in plain sight. Keep your eyes open for proof sets, mint sets, and even coins you receive as change. Coins can travel far and wide, and you just might get lucky. Coin collecting isn't just a hobby, it's a way to connect with history, economics, and art. And sometimes it's a way to make a whole lot of money. If you found this video helpful or just love coin collecting, hit that like button, smash subscribe, and tap the bell so you don't miss out on more coin secrets and treasures. We've got videos coming on other rare coins worth thousands and tips on how to build your own valuable collection. Drop a comment below. Do you collect coins? Have you ever found a rare penny? What's the most valuable coin you've ever seen? And remember, the next time someone hands you a penny, look twice. It just might be worth $500,000. Let me know if you want this script styled for a specific personality or if you want visuals or thumbnail ideas too. Today, we are diving into a coin that looks like your everyday penny but might just be worth hundreds of dollars if you have the right one. We're talking about the 1996 D. Lincoln cent. That's right, the little copper coin minted in Denver in 1996. It might just be sitting in your drawer or mixed in with your spare change right now, and some of these pennies have recently sold for up to $597.70 or more depending on condition, rarity, and specific minting errors. So what makes the 1996 D penny so special? Let's break it down: its history, unique features, how to identify valuable ones, and what's going on in the current coin market today. You don't want to miss a second of this video because you might literally be sitting on a small fortune. The Lincoln cent has a rich and proud history that dates back to 1909. That's when the U.S. Mint introduced the first penny with President Abraham Lincoln's profile, making it the first regular-issue American coin to feature a real historical figure. That design was created by sculptor Victor David Brenner, and even today, more than a century later, Lincoln's face still proudly graces the front of the penny. Now fast forward to 1996, the coin we're focusing on today. That year, the United States Mint continued producing billions of Lincoln cents for circulation, but what makes the 1996 D penny interesting is the combination of high mintage numbers, specific varieties, and the condition that collectors are hunting for today. The D stands for the Denver Mint, one of the three primary mints responsible for U.S. coin production. The 1996 D penny is often overlooked because so many were produced, over 6.5 billion to be exact, but here's the catch. Despite those huge numbers, only a small fraction are in pristine condition, and even fewer have unique errors that send their value skyrocketing. The 1996 D penny is made of a copper-plated zinc composition, weighing in at 2.5 grams. On the obverse, or front side, you'll see Lincoln's profile facing right, with the word Liberty to the left, the date 1996 to the right, and just below that, the tiny but important D mint mark that tells us this coin was struck in Denver. On the reverse side, you'll find the Lincoln Memorial, a design used from 1959 until 2008. And yes, if you look very closely with a magnifying glass, you can actually see a tiny representation of the Lincoln statue between the columns. Most people don't even know that. Alright, now let's talk money. Why are some 1996 D Lincoln pennies selling for hundreds of dollars? There are a few reasons. The first is condition. Coins in mint state condition, especially those graded MS 67 or higher by professional grading services like PCGS or NGC, are extremely rare. These coins show no signs of wear, have strong original luster, and are well struck. One of these beauties recently sold for a whopping $597.70, and that's not even the highest recorded price. But wait, it gets even more interesting. Some 1996 D pennies have mint errors, and coin collectors go crazy for these. We're talking about things like where Lincoln's profile or the inscriptions look doubled, where the design is visibly off balance, where a piece of the coin is literally missing, where a die crack forms between the B and E in Liberty, making it look like there's an extra letter in there. These error coins can range in value from $50 to well over $500, depending on rarity and condition. Some unique errors have even gone beyond that on auction sites and in private sales. So what's the current market like in 2025 for the 1996 D Lincoln penny? Let's break it down. For your average circulated 1996 D penny, you're probably looking at a value of 1 to 5 cents, maybe 10 cents if it's in really nice shape. But once you get into uncirculated grades, prices jump quickly. A coin graded MS-65 might go for $10 to $25 at MS-66, we're talking $40 to $80, and once you reach MS-67 or MS-68, that's where the magic happens. These coins have recently sold between $300 to over $597.70, depending on the buyer and the market conditions. The coin collecting market has remained surprisingly strong in recent years, and with interest in U.S. coinage on the rise, especially among new collectors and investors, values have continued to climb. Coins like the 1996 D penny are now seen not just as collectibles, but as potential micro-investments. Now you're probably asking, how can I find one of these valuable 1996 D pennies? Start digging through your change jar. You'd be amazed at what people find sitting in a coffee can or a junk drawer. Check for that D mint mark if there's no mint mark. It's from Philadelphia, not Denver. You want the D. Use a magnifying glass or coin loop to inspect for mint errors or doubling. Look at the condition. Is it shiny and scratch-free? That's a good sign. Consider sending it to be graded. It costs money, but a high grade can increase your coin's value exponentially. And always stay informed. The market can shift and prices can climb even higher over time. So there you have it, the 1996 D Lincoln penny. A tiny piece of change with a big story and possibly a big price tag. Whether you're a seasoned coin collector or just starting out, this is one coin you definitely want to keep your eyes peeled for. Have you ever found a valuable penny in your change? Let us know in the comments below. We love hearing your coin hunting stories. And don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and subscribe to the channel for more deep dives into rare and valuable coins. You never know, your next big find might be just one penny away. Until next time, happy collecting and keep those eyes sharp because treasures are everywhere. Let me know if you want this formatted into a downloadable script or turned into subtitles, or if you want variations like a shorter version, voiceover tips, or thumbnail ideas. Today, we've got something very special, something that might be in your house right now and worth way more than a single cent. I'm talking about a penny that could change your entire perception of pocket change, the 1999 D Lincoln cent, the Ultra Lincoln penny, a coin that's turning heads in auctions, blowing up online forums, and shocking everyday people with its real market value. Some of these are fetching insane prices, upwards of $597, $700, even more depending on condition and error type. So, is that rusty-looking 1999 penny sitting in your drawer actually a rare gem? Is it time to cash in on something you've been ignoring for years? Let's dive deep into the history, the value, the rarity, and what makes this little coin so incredibly special. Before we get into the juicy part about the 1999 D Ultra penny, let's rewind just a little and talk about the Lincoln cent series, a coin that's been around for over a century. The Lincoln cent was first minted in 1909 to commemorate the 100th birthday of Abraham Lincoln. It was the first U.S. coin to feature a real person, and not just any person, but one of the most respected presidents in American history. Since then, the Lincoln penny has seen several design changes, from the wheat ears reverse 1909 to 1958 to the memorial reverse 1959 to 2008, and eventually the shield design we see today, which began in 2010. Even though millions, sometimes billions of pennies are struck each year, not all pennies are created equal. And sometimes, just sometimes, a rare variation slips through the cracks and becomes a collector's dream. So what's the deal with the 1999 D Lincoln cent? Why is it making waves in the numismatic world? The D stands for the Denver Mint, where this penny was struck. In 1999, over 6.3 billion Lincoln cents were minted at Denver, yes, with a B billion. So you'd think a penny from the year wouldn't be rare at all, right? Because among those billions, a small handful were struck with errors, unusual characteristics, and minting anomalies that made them extraordinarily rare. And those rare variations are what serious collectors are after and what drives the value way up. Double die errors, where the design elements appear doubled due to a misalignment during striking. Clipped planchets, where a portion of the coin is literally missing. Wide AM reverse, a spacing error between the A and M in America. Transitional errors, where a 1999 coin might accidentally have been struck with an outdated or incorrect die. These are the kinds of things that transform a 1-cent piece into a collector's trophy worth hundreds, even thousands of dollars. You've probably heard the term Ultra Lincoln thrown around, especially when talking about rare 1999 D pennies. But what does it actually mean? Ultra Lincoln isn't an official mint term, it's more of a collector's nickname. It usually refers to pennies with extremely sharp, detailed features, proof-like appearances, or ultra-rare varieties that stand out in a major way. Some coins have a mirror-like surface, unusually crisp design elements, or mint errors that make them pop when compared to regular coins. If you come across a shiny, flawless 1999 D Lincoln cent, or one with some strange quirks in design, it could very well be one of these ultra variants. And that's when you should seriously consider getting it graded. Let's talk money, because let's face it, that's why we're here, right? In recent years, the value of certain 1999 D Lincoln pennies has skyrocketed. We're talking auction listings going for $597, $700, even more when verified by grading companies like PCGS or NGC. Rarity, if your penny has an unusual error or die variety, its value jumps. Certification, getting your coin graded and slabbed by a reputable company proves authenticity and attracts serious buyers. Even a circulated coin, if it has the right kind of error, can bring you a big payday. And with inflation the way it is, turning 1 cent into $600? That's better than most investments. Alright, here's where you come in. Want to know if you've got one of these rare pennies in your couch cushions? Here's what to do. Examine the AM in America. If there's a wide space between them, that's a clue. Look at Lincoln's jacket, eyes, ears. If the details look doubled or extra sharp, it could be a double die. If it looks odd, don't spend it. Put it aside and research it. Use a jeweler's loupe or a magnifying glass. It's all about the details. Let's say you find a strange 1999 D penny. Now what? Don't clean it. Cleaning can destroy value. Take clear photos, front and back, good lighting. Compare with online guides. Check coin forums, PCGS, Coin Week, YouTube videos just like this one. Send it for grading. PCGS, NGC, Annex. Reputable companies will give you a professional opinion. List it. If it's the real deal, auctions like eBay or heritage auctions could get you hundreds or even thousands of dollars. So next time you get change at the store, don't just toss it in a jar. Take a good look. That little copper coin could be a hidden treasure. The 1999 D Lincoln cent is proof that you don't have to dig gold to strike it rich. Sometimes all it takes is paying attention to the money already in your hands. If you enjoyed this video and learned something new today, smash that like button, subscribe for more coin hunts, and hit the bell icon so you don't miss future finds. We've got more rare coin stories coming your way, and you never know, one of them might already be sitting in your pocket. Thanks for watching, and happy hunting. Let me know if you'd like this turned into a voiceover script, have subtitles added, or want a script for a short YouTube Shorts version too. Today's video is about a small copper coin that could be worth a small fortune. Yes, you heard me right. We're talking about the 1999 D Lincoln penny, a coin minted in Denver that most people overlook. But guess what? Some of these coins are selling for hundreds and even thousands of dollars in today's market. So before you toss that penny aside or spend it on a piece of gum, hold up. Because what you're about to learn could literally put money back in your pocket. Let's jump into the fascinating story of the 1999 D Ultra Lincoln cent, its history, hidden features, market value, and how you might just hit the jackpot with one of your own. First, let's roll back the clock and talk about the legacy of the Lincoln penny. Introduced in 1909 to commemorate the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth, this coin replaced the Indian head cent and became the first U.S. coin to feature a real person, the 16th President of the United States. Designed by Victor David Brenner, the Lincoln cent has been in continuous production for well over a century, making it the longest-running design in U.S. mint history. But not all Lincoln cents are created equal. Over the decades, the design has seen changes, minting errors, and special editions. That brings us to 1999, a seemingly average year, but oh boy, things weren't so normal when it came to the Denver Mint. Something rare and unexpected happened. The 1999 D Lincoln penny stands out because of a combination of its quality, errors, and collector interest. While hundreds of millions were produced, only a very small number exhibit the characteristics that collectors are hunting for. There are certain 1999 D cents with extremely strong strikes, deep luster, and sharply defined details. Features that suggest special handling or even a unique die setup. These are often referred to by collectors as Ultra Lincoln cents because of their exceptional appearance and near-perfect condition. But even more exciting is the existence of errors on some of these coins that make them rare and in some cases incredibly valuable. We're talking about double dies, off-center strikes, die cracks, struck through grease errors, and even coins that appear to be struck on the wrong planchet. Any of these anomalies could turn your average pocket change into a four-figure treasure. So what should you be looking for in a 1999 penny? Strong doubling on the date or lettering. Keep an eye out for any doubling on the numbers in the date or on the lettering, like Liberty or In God We Trust. A doubled die error can significantly boost value. Mint luster and sharp details. A strong, uncirculated strike with full details, especially in Lincoln's beard and hair, or the Lincoln Memorial, can signal a high-quality specimen. Collectors pay top dollar for MS-67 or higher grades. If the design is shifted or missing a portion, it might be an off-center strike, highly collectible, especially if the date is still visible. Struck on the wrong planchet. Some examples of the 1999 penny have been found struck on dime planchets or foreign coins. These are extremely rare and can fetch thousands. Check the D under a magnifier. If it appears to be doubled or repunched, that's a rare variety that adds serious value. Now, let's talk numbers, the part you've been waiting for. How much is this coin really worth? In circulated condition, most 1999 pennies are worth face value. But the moment you get into uncirculated grades or find one with a rare error, the value skyrockets. A high-grade 1999 penny, graded MS-67 red, has sold at auction for over $600. Coins with strong die errors have been known to sell for $1,000 to even $3,000, depending on the type and rarity of the mistake. A deep red, lustrous penny with flawless surfaces can even reach values of $597.70 or more, especially if it is slabbed and verified by PCGS or NGC, and the market is hotter than ever. As coin collecting grows online and on social media, more and more collectors are entering the hobby, driving up demand and value for rare coins. So yes, your 1999 penny might just be worth a small fortune, especially if it's in pristine condition or holds a rare error. Use a magnifier. A 10x magnification loupe will help spot doubling, die chips, or repunched mint marks. Weigh it. A normal penny should weigh 2.5 grams. If yours is lighter or heavier, it might be struck on the wrong metal. Compare against known varieties. Use websites like PCGS or Variety Vista to compare photos. Get it graded. If you suspect your coin is rare or in perfect condition, send it to a professional grading service. Slabbed coins sell for significantly more. Join online forums. Places like CoinTalk, Reddit, or Facebook coin groups can help you get a second opinion and stay informed. So next time you're going through your change jar, don't overlook those pennies. Especially the 1999 Lincoln cent. This humble coin could be worth way more than 1 cent. From mint errors to ultra-rare strikes, there's a whole world of hidden value waiting to be discovered. And hey, even if you don't find a jackpot coin right away, learning about these little pieces of history is part of the adventure. Coin collecting connects us to our past and maybe even our financial future. If you found this video helpful or just plain fascinating, make sure to smash that like button, subscribe to the channel for more awesome content, and drop a comment below. Do you have a 1999 penny? Found something cool in your change? I want to hear your stories. Sometimes treasure doesn't sparkle, sometimes it's copper-colored and sitting quietly in your pocket. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Would you like a thumbnail or video title ideas to go along with this? Or maybe a shorter version for TikTok or YouTube Shorts? Today, we're diving into one of the most fascinating and valuable pennies out there, the 2001 Ultra Lincoln penny. If you've ever wondered why certain pennies from the early 2000s are worth a lot of money today, you're in for a treat. This particular coin has seen a surprising rise in value, making it a must-have for collectors and investors alike. Whether you're a seasoned numismatist or just someone who's interested in the world of rare coins, this video will give you all the details about the 2001 Ultra Lincoln penny, its history, and why it's worth a staggering $597.70 or even more, depending on its condition and market fluctuations. So sit back, relax, and let's take an in-depth look at this unique coin, its journey through history, and how it became so valuable. The Lincoln penny has been a staple of American currency since its introduction in 1909. Designed by Victor David Brenner, the image of Abraham Lincoln has graced the front of the coin for over a century, making it one of the most recognized coins in the world. Now, let's fast forward to 2001. This year marked an important milestone in the history of the Lincoln penny because it was part of the regular minting process that produced millions of pennies, yet a small subset of these coins became incredibly rare due to their unique characteristics. The 2001D Ultra Lincoln Penny is known for its distinct features, making it different from the typical 2001 pennies produced that year. The term ultra in its name refers to an unusually sharp, almost flawless strike on the coin, which is a result of the specific minting process that occurred at the Denver Mint that year. These coins were struck with such precision that they stand out from their peers. This ultra-sharp striking creates a coin with intricate details and well-defined features. Because of this, collectors quickly took notice when they started to surface in the numismatic community, and its value began to rise. While most 2001 pennies are worth only 1 cent, this particular version of the coin is something entirely different. Let's talk about how that rarity translates into its current market value. Now, let's talk numbers, specifically how much this coin is actually worth today. At first glance, you might think a penny is worth a penny, right? Well, not in this case. The 2001D Ultra Lincoln Penny is valued at around $597.70, and, depending on its condition and the collector market, this value can even rise higher. Yes, you heard that right, this penny is worth hundreds of dollars, far more than the face value of 1 cent, but how does this happen? To understand the value of the 2001D Ultra Lincoln Penny, we need to dive into the world of coin grading. Coin grading is a system used to assess a coin's condition and rarity, and it directly affects its market value. Coins are graded on a scale from 1 to 70, with 70 being a perfect coin. For a coin like the 2001D Ultra Lincoln Penny to be valued at such a high price, it needs to be in excellent condition, often referred to as mint state, or MS grade. A well-preserved coin with minimal wear and tear can be sold for hundreds of dollars, with some even surpassing the $500 mark. The rarity factor also plays a huge role. While the U.S. Mint produced millions of pennies in 2001, only a small percentage of those were struck with the ultra-sharp, flawless characteristics that make them so valuable today. When collectors catch wind of this, demand skyrockets, pushing the price up. But what makes the 2001D Ultra Lincoln Penny even more interesting is the trend of increasing interest in mint error coins. Coins with unique mistakes, such as misprints, off-center strikes, or unexpected die variations, tend to fetch higher prices on the market. Even though the 2001D Ultra Lincoln Penny doesn't feature an error per se, its ultra-sharp strike and near-perfect condition make it a highly sought-after coin in the collecting community. If you're lucky enough to have a 2001D penny, you might be wondering how to determine if it's the Ultra version or just a regular coin from that year. Fortunately, there are a few key features to look for. The hallmark of the 2001D Ultra Lincoln Penny is its sharp, almost flawless strike. The features of Lincoln's profile and the details of the wheat stalks on the reverse side should be clear and well-defined. The background of the coin should be smooth, with no signs of wear or unevenness. A perfect example of the Ultra Lincoln Penny will have a pristine surface, free from scratches or damage. If the coin has been in circulation for a while, it might show signs of wear, and its value could drop significantly. An Ultra Lincoln Penny will show minimal to no signs of use, maintaining its original mint luster. Always check for the mint mark, which is located on the obverse side of the coin, right beneath the year. The 2001D Ultra Lincoln Penny was minted in Denver, so the D mint mark will be present. If you come across a 2001D penny with these features, you might just have a treasure on your hands. Now that we know why this coin is so valuable, let's talk about the collector's market and why demand for this penny continues to grow. Coin collecting is a fascinating hobby that spans centuries, with enthusiasts constantly on the lookout for rare and unique coins. In the world of numismatics, the more unique and well-preserved a coin is, the higher its value. This is especially true when a coin is tied to historical significance, like the 2001D Ultra Lincoln Penny, which is part of the long-running legacy of the Lincoln Cent. The rise in popularity of online coin auctions and marketplaces has made it easier for collectors to find these rare gems. In fact, a quick search on online auction sites will show that prices for high-quality 2001D Ultra Lincoln pennies are regularly fetching hundreds of dollars. And as more people become aware of this valuable coin, its demand continues to grow. Additionally, as we move further into the 21st century, the appeal of owning a coin that is tied to a specific year and moment in history only increases. The 2001D Ultra Lincoln Penny is not only a rare and valuable coin but also a piece of American history. To wrap up, the 2001D Ultra Lincoln Penny is much more than just a typical penny. It's a rare and valuable collector's item that could be worth hundreds of dollars. Its exceptional strike and pristine condition make it a sought-after piece in the world of numismatics. So if you have any 2001D pennies lying around, it's definitely worth taking a closer look. You might just have a hidden treasure waiting to be discovered. Thanks for watching today's video. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the world of rare coins, make sure to give us a thumbs up and subscribe for more content on valuable coins, their history, and how to spot them. And, as always, don't forget to hit the notification bell so you never miss an update. Happy collecting, and who knows, you might just be holding on to a $597.70 penny. Until next time, keep your eyes peeled and may your coins bring you good fortune. This script should help you create an engaging and informative YouTube video that captures the value and history of the 2001D Ultra Lincoln Penny while offering viewers essential tips on identifying and understanding its worth. Today, in this video, we'll be talking about one of the most intriguing coins in recent history, the 2016D Ultra Lincoln Penny. Believe it or not, this humble penny has taken the world of coin collecting by storm, and we're going to explore why it's worth far more than just 1 cent. From its unique history to its current market value, this penny might just be sitting in your pocket waiting to make you a small fortune. So sit back, relax, and let's dive into the fascinating world of the 2016D Ultra Lincoln Penny and why it's worth a lot more than you think. The history behind the 2016D Ultra Lincoln Penny. Before we jump into its market value, let's take a moment to understand the history of the Lincoln Penny as a whole and why the 2016D Ultra variant stands out among them. The Lincoln penny was first introduced in 1909 to honor President Abraham Lincoln on the 100th anniversary of his birth. Designed by sculptor Victor David Brenner, the coin has gone through various redesigns over the years, but its core symbolism has remained constant. It honors the legacy of one of America's greatest presidents. Fast forward to 2016, and we see a year that brought some changes to the U.S. coinage. The 2016D Ultra Lincoln Penny was struck at the Denver Mint, one of the U.S. Mint's busiest facilities, and was part of a special series that celebrated the achievements of Lincoln. Unlike the traditional pennies that we see every day, this particular version was produced in limited quantities and featured subtle design changes that make it more collectible and valuable. The Ultra designation is key here. It refers to a special class of coins that exhibit particular characteristics, such as strong strikes, enhanced clarity, and superior overall condition. These coins are rarer than regular pennies, and as a result, they tend to fetch higher prices on the market. The 2016D Ultra Lincoln Penny is no exception. The value of the 2016D Ultra Lincoln Penny. Now, let's get to the part you've been waiting for, the value of this little coin. At first glance, you might think that a penny is just worth, well, a penny. But the 2016D Ultra Lincoln Penny is far more than just its face value. As of the latest data, the current market value of the 2016D Ultra Lincoln Penny is around $597.70, and sometimes even higher depending on its condition and any unique characteristics it might possess. That's right, this penny, worth just 1 cent when it was first minted, can now be worth nearly $600. So what exactly drives this incredible value? There are several factors at play. First, as we mentioned earlier, the Ultra designation means this coin is of exceptional quality. Coins with strong, crisp strikes and fine details are much more desirable to collectors than coins that show signs of wear and tear. This particular penny is often found in pristine or near-perfect condition, making it a prime candidate for anyone looking to add an incredible piece to their collection. Moreover, the limited mintage of the 2016D Ultra Lincoln Penny plays a huge role in driving its price up. Only a select number of these pennies were produced with this particular quality, and as time goes on, the scarcity of these coins only increases their value. Coins that are harder to find, especially those in excellent condition, tend to appreciate in price as demand rises among collectors and investors alike. The historical significance of the Lincoln penny itself adds another layer to the coin's value. As one of the most enduring and iconic symbols of American history, Lincoln pennies are always in high demand. Over the years, certain years and mints of the Lincoln penny have become particularly sought after, with certain editions fetching thousands or even tens of thousands of dollars. While the 2016D Ultra is nowhere near as valuable as, say, a 1909 SVB penny, it still holds significant value due to its rarity, quality, and the growing interest in modern coins. Why you should care about the 2016D Ultra Lincoln Penny now? You might be wondering, why should I care about the 2016D Ultra Lincoln Penny? It's just one coin in a sea of thousands of others, right? Well, let me tell you, this is one of those cases where you don't want to overlook the smaller details. If you're a beginner in the world of coin collecting, finding a rare penny like this could be your gateway into a fascinating hobby that can not only be enjoyable but also potentially profitable. Coin collecting has been a pastime for centuries, and while it may seem like an obscure hobby, many collectors have found themselves sitting on a fortune after years of collecting. The 2016 D Ultra Lincoln Penny is a perfect example of why coin collectors need to keep a sharp eye out for certain years, mints, and conditions. If you've got one of these pennies lying around in your collection or even in your spare change jar, it could be worth hundreds of dollars. Not only that, but the market for rare coins is always fluctuating. Coins like the 2016 D Ultra Lincoln Penny are in high demand, and their value can continue to rise as they become more rare and harder to find. Whether you're just getting started in coin collecting or you've been doing it for years, keeping an eye on rare pennies like this one can be an exciting and rewarding endeavor. How to identify a 2016 D Ultra Lincoln Penny now, you might be thinking. How do I even know if I have a 2016 D Ultra Lincoln Penny? Great question. First, you'll need to look at the mint mark. The D mint mark indicates that the penny was struck at the Denver Mint. You'll find the mint mark just beneath Abraham Lincoln's shoulder on the obverse front of the coin. Next, you'll want to check the condition of the penny. A coin's grade significantly impacts its value. The Ultra designation refers to coins that are in exceptional condition, often graded MS 65 or higher mint state. Coins with sharp details, vibrant luster, and no visible wear or damage are considered to be in mint condition, making them much more valuable to collectors. Finally, consider having your coin professionally graded. This is especially important if you believe your penny might be worth more than the typical examples circulating in the market. A certified coin grader will evaluate your penny's condition and assign it a grade, which will significantly impact its value. If you're lucky enough to have one of these pennies in pristine condition, it could fetch a premium price at auction or from a dealer. Where to sell your 2016 D Ultra Lincoln Penny? So, let's say you've found one of these rare pennies in your collection, and you're ready to cash in. Where should you sell it? First and foremost, always do your research before selling a rare coin like the 2016 D Ultra Lincoln Penny. Online marketplaces like eBay can be a great place to find buyers who are actively searching for coins like yours. Just make sure to provide clear, detailed photos of the coin and its condition. Alternatively, you could visit a local coin dealer who specializes in rare and collectible coins. They can give you an appraisal and offer a price for your penny. However, keep in mind that dealers often take a cut of the sale, so you may not get the full market value if you sell to one directly. Lastly, coin auctions are another excellent option for selling rare coins. Auction houses often attract collectors and investors who are willing to pay top dollar for the right coin. If you've got a 2016 D Ultra Lincoln Penny in exceptional condition, an auction could be a great way to maximize its sale price. Final thoughts: the 2016 D Ultra Lincoln Penny is a remarkable coin that showcases how a seemingly insignificant piece of change can turn into something much more valuable. With its rich history, limited mintage, and exceptional quality, this penny is a must-have for any serious coin collector. So, next time you're sorting through your loose change or scouring through your collection, keep an eye out for this rare gem. Who knows? You might just have one of these highly sought-after pennies worth hundreds of dollars sitting right under your nose. Thanks for tuning in to today's video. If you enjoyed learning about the 2016 D Ultra Lincoln Penny, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and ring the bell so you never miss a video on rare coins and their fascinating stories. Also, let us know in the comments if you've ever come across any rare pennies. We'd love to hear your experiences. Until next time, happy collecting. This script provides an in-depth exploration of the 2016 D Ultra Lincoln Penny, detailing its historical significance, rarity, and value in a way that is both informative and engaging for viewers interested in coin collecting. It also encourages viewers to check their own collections and pay attention to this rare coin, creating a sense of excitement and possibility for profit.